Good afternoon, good morning, depending of course on where you're watching. My name is Joe Remblance. You're watching Crafters TV, the home of Crafters Companion, and you are joining us for Monday Makers, where we're going to give you loads of inspiration. We're going to give you some incredible deals as well, so stay tuned for the next 2 hours or so. There is loads on the way. Talking about there being loads on the way, not just today, but there is loads on the way all week. Let's dive right in and take a look first at Crafters calendar. This is my opportunity to give you a heads up on what is happening this week. So of course we start, as we always do, with Monday Makers right now with myself and Craig. Tomorrow you can look forward to the launch party. So whether you are watching us in the UK, will be 4 PM or 11 AM on the East Coast. Myself and Debbie will be here with lots of new stuff and new deals for you. Creative Cravings is coming your way on Wednesday. Again, that is with myself and Debbie. Looking ahead to Thursday, we have got Craig back with us again with a Fast and Frantic sales show. So he'll be here for Cartload at 7 PM. So loads on the way. Also as well, our anniversary event, I should say, is launching as well on Creating Craft, 7 PM on Thursday, and that will be with Sarah with a brand new blockbuster. If you want to see what's coming up on Creating Crafts as part of the anniversary event, go back to our social pages, and myself and Craig did do a preview a little earlier, so you can go back and have a look at that if you want to. Now, I know some of you thought that maybe I'd bumped him off, or I'd nudged him out, muscled him out. That's not the case, because we are friends. Craig is here. How are you?
Yes, we did have a wee giggle at some of the comments, thinking that you'd bump me off or not. I am here. I was obviously at TV here in the UK last week.
Of course.
But yeah, so back here, back Monday Makers. We did have an hour Facebook Live this morning, Crafters TV, but back for a couple of hours with yourself.
Absolutely.
First proper main live today with yourself.
Proper.
So it's going to be good.
Full couple of hours. It's going to be fantastic. Have you had a good week?
I have so far. I can't really say I had a weekend of working, because it's not really classed as working, is it?
Not
but
really,
I was getting a head start on things like for today. Obviously, shows coming up and that. So it was a quiet weekend at home, but I done a bit of crafting, because of course last weekend I was away home to Scotland for a long weekend. So yeah, I was just getting caught up with everything. So it was really nice. What about yourself? Any train delays? Anything?
So we've had Storm Ciara in the UK, which has completely blown. I was back in Manchester this weekend, so I'm moving back to Manchester. I was trying to get to work for like 24 hours. I thought I was going to come up yesterday. No trains anywhere. Absolute nightmare. But there's been loads of other more positive stuff going on in the world. Yesterday, of course, was the 92nd Academy Awards.
I know.
Very, very fancy, glitzy do at the Dolby Theatre in Los Angeles. The big shot was Parasite, became the first foreign language film to win the Best Picture Oscar, which is amazing. So Parasite's Bong Joon-ho beat Sir Sam, who was the director of 1917, to the prize for Best Director, and also took the Best Original Screenplay award. The film is a vicious social satire about two families from different classes in Seoul, one who live in poverty in a semi-basement and another rich family residing in a large home. It has now managed what no other subtitled film has done in the 92-year history of the Academy Awards, and won Best Picture. Amazing.
Yeah.
It was obviously loads of other stuff. Bong said, "I feel like I'll wake up to find it's a dream. It's all very surreal."
Yeah,
so congratulations to them. Loads of other stuff. There was a bit of scandal though as well, because there were boos when organisers tried to cut short the Best Picture acceptance speech by turning the stage lights off.
That's one way to get you off stage.
Absolutely.
So I think that maybe I'm going to start doing that with us, maybe, right, you've had enough now, right, you've run over your time, so
absolutely, you're done. Leading to the lights being turned back on, allowing celebrations to continue. Meanwhile, Renee Zellweger used her speech to pay tribute to Garland. She was nominated for 2 Oscars in the 50s and 60s. She didn't win them. She went on to say Julie Garland did not receive this honour in her time. The actress said, "I am certain that this moment is an extension of the celebration of her legacy.
Yeah, I've
How
not
lovely.
seen that film yet, but
Oh,
I
you
actually do
must.
quite fancy it.
You really
I
must.
have to be honest, Parasite, I didn't even know anything about it.
I didn't. I'd never heard of it.
I still need to get caught up with everything, but here in the UK, before I came to work, I had Good Morning Britain on,
Yes.
and they were going on about it. But yeah, I didn't really know much about it until first thing this morning.
Me
So I
neither.
need to have a proper catch up with everything that went on. But yeah, these are bits and pieces that I know of.
Some sort of not so success stories. Some people missed out. So Martin Scorsese's The Irishman. An amazing cast of actors in that, was nominated for 10 nominations, but went away empty-handed, unfortunately. Scorsese did get a standing ovation, however, when Bong Joon-ho mentioned him on stage. So Parasite topped the table, 4 wins, 1917 with 3, Ford versus Ferrari got 2, as did Joker and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So yeah, I will look forward to catching up on that a little bit later in the week.
Yeah, that would be good.
But even more important than the Oscars, Craig,
What's that?
Celine Dion's tour has started, isn't it? She's about a dozen dates in. There she is, the Queen herself.
The Queen
She's a dozen dates in. I was reading some of the reviews today. She was in Atlanta on Saturday, and a journalist said, by now, more than 24 dates into a production that will roll across the US, Europe, and her native calendar with pockets of dates through the fall, courage unfolds as briskly as her Vegas spectacles. A glistening package of professionalism with a coveted ace, Dion's voice. On Saturday night at the State Farm Arena, Dion revelled in a triumphant return to a city she hasn't played since 2009. Her joy was evident immediately as she rose from beneath the stage, saluting and waving to the fantastic crowd of mostly Chardonnay swillers while striking the first of many, many, many dramatic poses. She went on to say, your presence, your applause, your love, your energy, your support, I want you to know I never took it for granted, she said meaningfully. She's had a tough time, hasn't she?
I know she had, you know, look, and I can tell you that, certainly that picture was from her Taking Chances tour in 2007.
And that's a true fan.
I know that, yeah, that's a true fan. Just look at what a voice.
What a
voice. What a personality as well. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, amazing.
I will be going to see her when she goes to Glasgow.
I'm going to see her in London,
September.
and hopefully Manchester.
Well, we were talking about this earlier on as well, because my plan as well, last minute, because when you look at some of the other tickets now, you know when people buy them and then try and resell, it's ridiculous. So near the time, I'm hoping I'll go to the website, see if I can go a few days before, see if I can get a ticket, maybe go down to Manchester or that.
Absolutely brilliant. I'll be seeing her on the last night of the tour at the O2 as well, which will be
when she's done her tour last year, I seen her on the very last night. Was it last year or the year before? Our very last night was in Glasgow.
Oh, really?
Last year she was in Hyde Park, that's what it was. I seen her in
I was
Hyde
there,
Park.
we were both there.
We were both there,
Can you tell we're big fans?
Big
We're
fans.
going to have to wrap this up because
I know.
we've spent 10 minutes of the show talking about current affairs. I want to say that I've got the US Facebook feed at the moment. So remember, the website is the best place to shop and watch at the same time. So craftscompanion.wherever you are, .co.uk, .com or .eu. If you want to join the conversation, head over to the Crafts Companion USA page. People already saying hello. Kerry saying hello in Washington. Debbie says good morning, boys. Eleanor in Pennsylvania is here. I can see Dolores in Oklahoma. Barbara in Florida. Corinne in Pennsylvania. Loads of you, hundreds and hundreds of you already joining the conversations. Tell us your highlights. What were your best Oscars moments if you watched last night? We'd love to know. Also, I want to give you a heads up as to what is coming up in this show, because there is absolutely loads of great deals and inspirations for you. The Gemini Creator Card Stamp and Dies, they are coming up for us in this show. They really are a bit of a one-pass wonder, these, so you're going to be able to create lots of great cards very easily with those. We also have the Gemini Dimensionals Favour Box Dies. Now, I know these are an absolute favourite of Craig's. Got a great deal on these for you as well, so stick tuned for those. Now, these are super versatile. The Gemini Expressions Metal Dies. We've got the numbers for you there. You're going to love those a little later. Also, we're going to reveal our craft ambassador. Now, as of this week, we will be video calling our craft ambassador, and we spoke to Julie a little bit earlier, so I'll be playing that out for you in the show. Don't forget, if you want to become a craft ambassador yourself, you want to win one of the coveted mugs, then you need to just send us an email. Craftambassador@crafterscompanion.com is where you need to send those 2. Also, Joe Wants to Know is running this. There's so much in this show for you, and there's a brand new game show segment coming up too. We're spoiling you today on Monday Makers. Is there a special custom or tradition in your town? If there is, I've taken a load of them off of Facebook, popped some down into the Facebook Live as well. I'll be reading some of those a little later. Right, enough of me waffling on. I think it's time to get some crafting done, and Craig is standing by.
So I'm back. So yeah, that's everything that we've got coming up. We're going to kickstart it off with these really fun dies. These dies that make, well, fancy cards. They really do. You can use them on their own. Of course, you can use them in the conjunction of making fancy cards. So it's all about making dresses. It's all about making shirts. It's all about making bottles. So yes, they could be made into the card themselves, or what you could be doing is using them on the front of a card blank. What you could be doing is using them as sort of like the flip of a top of a card. You've got stamps that go with them. So for instance, we're going to show you the bottles. You can be making all these detailed stamped designs on the front of your bottles. Have a look at this coming up in one moment. Here we go. And this is what you have got to pick from. So this is our Create a Card stamp and die set. You've got 5 collections for you to choose from. So they are $23.50 here in the UK, $31.50 in the United States. That's giving you a saving of 20%. So you've got your shirt, you've got your dress, you've got your teapot, you've got your, could be your wine bottle, it could be your beer bottle, and of course you've got your cupcake. You get your stamps that go with each individual scent. Great selection within these ones here. We've got mine here at the moment. We're going to show you them in a bit more detail shortly. We do have, well, let's show you what we're going to make. I think let's do that. Let's show you what we're going to make. So we have got this dress. So we're going to be making this one here. So you're going to see that just in a second. There we go. So this is actually a nice, quick, simple card. We'll show you that one just shortly. And then this one, we're going to finish and decorate this card here. And then this shirt, look at this one here. This one I'm going to show you, i.e. the measurements, how you can make this card, and then you can be making one and decorating them at home. So, well, we'll show you what you can choose from. Well, you've got your beer. So look at these ones just here. So you've got your beer on these ones. So you've got your different sizes on these ones. You've got all your bits that you can die cut. So you've got your toppers on them, your wee labels on them, your wee corks on them. But then you've also got these stamps. So these complement the actual set. Of course, use them together, use them on your own. Again, you've got some frames, you've got sentiments, you've got numbers. So many different ways that you can do them. Ink them up and make them vintage if you want. Then we've got the cupcake here. So again, what you're getting is you're getting the base, you're getting the actual topping, the frosting, you're getting cherry candles, you're getting a load more. Again, we will show you them just shortly, but it gives you the idea. And then you're getting the stamps as well. So again, you've got sentiments on there, you've got some hearts. You've even got just down here, certainly here in the UK anyway, we call them hundreds and thousands, your wee sprinkles, sugar sprinkles that you can go on the top. Then here's the dress. So this is the one that we're going to be using with the dress just there. So you could be making that, die cutting that, and then you've got your sentiment as all your additional wee accents as well. All of these dies that I'm showing you will go through your Gemini Junior. It might, you know, if you're going to be getting the rose gold coming up on Thursday with Sarah, you can be die cutting with these ones. We've got the teapot, of course, here in Britain, you know, we do love our teas. So you could be die cutting that one, making your shape card and popping these stamps over the top as well that you can see just there. And then last but not least, we have got the men's shirt on these ones just here. And then we've got your stamp set, we've got sentiments, we've got all these different icons, you've got palm trees where you can be making Hawaiian shirts with these ones. So that is your ones that you can choose from. Like I say, it's one $23.50 here in the UK. Of course, in the United States, $31.50. So I'm getting a visitor just coming in right here.
That's okay. On the cusp there for a second.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm in now. I'm just
going to do a swap over. Yeah, let's do it this way.
I am monitoring the US Facebook feed, as I said. What are you loving about these stamps and dies? Get in touch, drop into the comments. Let me know what kind of cards you'd be creating with these. What sort of...
exactly.
Because I mean, not just greeting cards, things like invitations.
Of course you could. Anything like that.
What would you be using them for? Drop in the comments and let me know.
Now, when I was doing these last night, actually. So all your details there on the side of the screen. If you go obviously onto our website and you can click on the individual items, what you'll find when you scroll down underneath each individual die set, you're actually going to get a wee link that you can click on. And you can just view that on your tablet, your laptop, or you can do what I do and print that out. And what that does is that actually gives you measurements for some of the die. So there's the shirt ones just there. So there you go. So don't think, oh my gosh, what's Craig doing? I'm going to have to take notes. Just go onto our website and it is all there for you.
And the great thing is, you know, as always, Crafters Companion give you so much free information and tutorials, you know, for pretty much every product. Go to our YouTube channel, have a look at all of that free education that's on there.
Now, this is the dress, so you can see you've got the nice big dress all the way around, so that gives you the big outline. You've got all those wee individual parts, so you've got, you know, the frilliness for our collar, you've got a bag, you've got shoes, you've got even these wee roses, so these actually layer upon your stamped roses and die cut out. So let's get going with this one. So let's just, I've got some black card on this one here. This is obviously on Monday Makers as well. So I'm just going to place that on, and then all that I'm just going to do is just tape that down. So I'm just going to tape it towards the top, and then we're going to run this through the Gemini Junior.
Peg Conrad is saying, working on the dress die today. She already owns this. Gwen is saying, aloha. I've just said that we're all going out for dinner tonight as well, me, you and Bernie. Leona is saying, I hope Bernie can keep us both under control. I'm sure she'll be able to. And also, Susan said that she loved the duet by Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig at the Oscars last night. So funny. Keep your comments coming in.
We need to have a look for that one. So here we go. So now we have die cut this one in the black. Then what I've done is I've done that again. Now, if you want your black matte cardstock, you can see that at the bottom of your screen, 10% off. So I've done 2 of them. However, we do have the glitter card on the show as well. So what I've done, I don't know if you can quite see on the dress, it gives you an embossed outline all the way around. So what I've just done is I have die cut that in the lilac glitter card.
Wonderful.
And then just freehand, I've just trimmed around that embossed outside line. Then that's going to give me a bit of a matte layer just to go over the top like so.
Beautiful.
But what I'm going to do...
10% off that matte black cardstock. That's lovely, isn't it? Matte black cardstock is something you're going to use, you know, you're going to use all the time. So great to stock up on it. Patricia says hi from Nebraska. Debbie is in Ohio saying hi to us.
Hello.
And Brenda's got the dress too. And she said she couldn't believe just how easy it was to make. So a lot of you loving it, a lot of love for these.
It is. So with this one here, Joe, now if you've got your scoreboard, or you could be using your guillotine just here. So not a specific measurement, but all that I'm going to do is maybe ½ an inch from the top there. I'm just going to score. So I'm just going to score like that, and then all that I'm just going to do is just fold it in half. Then what I'm going to do is just take my tape runner. I would just use a wet glue for this one, but just because I've got my tape runner, I'm just going to pop a bit of adhesive over the top, like that, and then I'm going to press that over the top. Now that is then going to give me my free standing dress, just like that. So that's going to do your card blank, your fancy card blank. So then all that I'm just going to do is take the glitter card, and again, just with a bit of adhesive, I'm just going to pop that on, and then I'm just going to sit that over the top, just like so. Because I've trimmed that on that embossed area and that embossed edge, what I'm going to do is let's turn that around the other way, because I want this full on. See how on this one here, I've got my fold at that side there, so of course I want that to the back. So let's pop the dress to the front, and then that at least gives us the front of that dress, just like that.
Wonderful. The great value of these as well. Don't forget you're saving a fifth here as well. $23.50 if you're in the UK, $31.50 if you're in the US, saving over £6 in the UK. So it's definitely a great time to stock up on these, as well as your card stock as well. And I think, you know, just 2 colourways like that makes a very effective striking card, doesn't it?
You'll tend to find as well that I use black a lot. So black and yellow, black and pink, black and lilac. You know, I'm a big fan of the blacks, you know, to go with these. Really makes them stand out. Right, what I'm just doing at the moment is I've just taken a bit of our white smooth cardstock, and I've just taken one of the stamps that come within the dress set, and I'm using the rocker blocks. So all that I've just done is pop the rocker block I've popped the stamp just into the centre, and then all that I'm just doing is I'm just using our alcohol proof ink pad. Then all that I'm just going to do is just at a bit of an angle. Now I'm just doing this randomly on my card, so I'm just going to rock and roll. So just rocking and rolling that one, stamping, and then all that I'm just going to do, again, I'm just going to keep doing this randomly. I'm just going to keep going randomly, just making sure with the rocker blocks I don't have any ink on each side edge, because that's the rock. What we do is, I've already got one pre-done, so let's just show you if I was to have any ink over that rocking section at the end, as I go to rock, can you see how it picks it up just like that?
Absolutely.
So all that I would do
The Rocker Block collection, by the way, is half price. So if you want to grab that today, it's a great time to do that. I'm just hearing how busy we are on the creator cards as well. I believe the most popular option was the bottle, was it? It's the most popular option. Exceptionally busy for that one. So if you've got your eye on that one, definitely grab it sooner rather than later.
Yeah, you can do. And the thing is as well, as you said earlier on, it doesn't necessarily have to be for cards. Think about tags. You know, if you want to make tags for gifts or round bottles. So all that I just done is just randomly stamped them. I just took my tri-blend pens and just coloured them in and just done a bit of matting and layering over the top on that one. So let's move these ones to the side. And then we'll assemble this one, and then what we'll do is we'll move on and show you the actual men's shirt as well, because that's one where you need to do just a wee bit of measuring, but it's once you've got it's one of those things, once you've got the idea in your head, you've done it once, it's very, very easy. What's
your favourite of this collection? Let me know, drop into the comments. I'm still monitoring the comments on the UK page. A lot of people, Bernie's saying she's going to swat up on Celine Dion facts ahead of our dinner tonight. She said
I've got a funny feeling
feels like there might be a lot of Celine Dion chatter over dinner.
We'll try not to, Bernie. We'll try not to.
Yeah, we'll try not to. Mary from Nebraska saying hi. Mary in Nashville saying hi. Regina is in Colorado as well, saying good morning. So lots of you on Facebook at the moment.
So what I've just done is I just popped that strip right across the middle, and then again just on white smooth I've just stamped the Celebrate, so that comes within the actual dress stamps as well. Then what I'm just going to do now, I've gone over with my foam pads, but with our scissors I'm still just going to chop them off. We know that we're not going to get any stickiness on them, so I'm just going to follow around the dress like that. So then that starts to give us the design of the dress as well. So if I just set that down just like so, then what we can do is take it. Now this one I do want to do because I want you to see how it's actually done. So can you see this tiny, tiny wee bow? So how cute is that wee bow? So you even get the dies where you can do that one. So with these ones here, so to do your actual bow, what you're going to get is the actual, looks like Batman glasses.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. So there's that one, and then you've even just got this wee tag here. Now, all of these wee accent dies, of course, will go through your Gemini Mini, if you got your Gemini Mini. So all that we're just going to do is...
It's almost like sort of dressing up a dolly when you were a kid, isn't it? It's like the crafty alternative to that. And I think the great thing is with these that you can use them in a sort of less is more sense, just create a card blank.
Of course you can.
Or you can really go for it, use all the elements. The dies work on their own, the stamps work on their own. The dies and stamps work beautifully together because it is all so beautifully thought out. And I think if you put it in different colours, you'd have a completely different effects. There's so many different... Imagine the amount of sort of possible combinations and ways that you could use these is sort of so much. So when you look at that price of $23.50, the versatility that it offers you is amazing.
It really is. Could you imagine as well with these dies, any of these dies really, imagine just die cut and making your own like wee party bag for kids' parties or something, and they can have fun and they can start creating the dresses. So what we've got on this one here, so that's die cut onto the purple lilac card. So all that I'm just going to do is if I just take my pokey tool, and then all that I'm just going to do is I'm just going to round that with my fingers. So I'm just starting to curve it, that one just there, and then like that. So we're just going to do it that way. Now again, I would use, and I did use my actually I used my hot glue gun for this one. So I've just popped just a bit of adhesive just in the middle, and then all that we're just going to do is just fold that over. So fold that way, fold that way, and then you start to get that wee dinky bow. So press that on like that. Then you would die cut two of these, just the wee tips for the actual bow. So they would then, of course, go onto each side. And then it's not the best ones to hold, you know, a small one, but it lets you see how you can then. I've just added a wee, just look at that one there. Just really, really nice with that one. And then with the other die set, I've just die cut. Just, it's a bit like for our shoulders. If you had your black glitter card or any Centura Pearl, you could be using that, but it's still just in the black. So all these are just going to just finish off the dress. So let's bring the dress in and let's just pop some, I'll just use a bit of tape runner for this. I'll come back later and use a wet glue.
Lynette's saying that she needs the suit for wedding invitations for her son's wedding. What a great idea.
Great idea.
She's also saying she loved these. LK is saying the dress is so cute.
It is.
Loads of you here commenting on you're loving these. And I can hear as well just how busy we are on these. They are very popular, as we knew they would be.
Now, what about bunting? If you've got any alphabets, have you got any alphabet dies, anything like that,
Imagine creating bunting for a hen do out of the dress.
Exactly,
that would be beautiful.
yeah.
Or for a stag do, you could do it out of the shirt or wedding bunting. I think, you know, a lot of us have, like, you know, we craft for different reasons, don't we? And the time that I genuinely try and make stuff is usually like for parties or dressing up or something like that. These would be perfect.
Of course they would.
Kind of How about even place settings around a table for a dinner party?
That's the thing. Once you've got them, because obviously they're a metal die, because they're yours to keep, if you look after them, they'll last you a lifetime. You can be doing whatever you want with them. That's the great thing about them.
You can. Georgianne saying, Bo looks great. Kerry saying very cute. Patricia saying that looks really lovely. Shall we have we got time, do you think, to squeeze in a couple of Joe Wants to Knows?
Let's do it while I get set up.
Whilst you just get set up for the next demo, what ones shall we have first? Can I just say, you've absolutely excelled. You've outdone yourself this week with Joe Wants to Know. Let's start with this one. No, let's not start with that one because that's my favourite. Let's start with this one. So Sharon Henderson has been in touch, and she says every year in late February in Tucson, Arizona, has rodeo days. It's called La Fiesta de los Vaqueros. I've probably butchered that, I'm sorry. There is a big multi-day rodeo and the schools are off on Thursday and Friday, so the kids can attend the rodeo parade. It's billed as the largest non-mechanised parade in the country. One a little more cheeky from Geraldine, who is in the US, is the Naked Bike Ride in Portland, Oregon. Now, I have never participated, because no one needs to see that, lol. I'm sure you'd be great, Geraldine. But it is an annual tradition here in Portland. The city's motto is, keep Portland weird. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, if nothing else. Let's have one more as well while we're here, a couple more. Hannah Law Furness from Iowa says, our very small town in North Iowa, USA, usually celebrates summer solstice on June 20th as Sundown Day. The sun sets exactly on the railroad tracks and makes the tracks glow golden for miles. The spectators gather at the tracks and hope for a cloudless sunset. We also have homemade ice cream at the tracks to celebrate. Now that sounds pretty delicious, I think. Yeah,
that
so we're all talking
really
all
good.
about local customs and traditions and sort of strange things that happen in your area. You've still got time to get them in. Drop them in the comments on the Facebook Live and I'll read some more of them out as we go through. We've got some absolute corkers a little bit later in the show, so you won't want to miss those.
It's going to be good. Can I actually just say about you were saying here about the rodeo. My mum has always wanted to go and see the rodeo.
Really?
And we're both going to New York in June, and there's the big rodeo event in Madison Square Garden.
Oh,
we've got tickets to go and see it. She cannot wait. I can't wait just to go and see anything in Madison Square Garden, so it's going to be fun. But yeah, it's a good one just about the rodeo.
Amazing.
Good to see. Right, so what I've got is I've got some black cardstock, but this is what I've got them measured to. So I've got one of them, and it's measured to 7.5 by 5 inches. Then I've got another one that's 5.25 inches by 4.25. Then I've got two, exactly the same, that are 3.75 and that are 5 by 5 inches. So 3.75 by 5 inches. So I've got them right here all in black. So what I'm then just going to do is I've got my shirt on this one just here. So my shirt arm. So what I'm going to do is just take some of my low tack tape. So we're just going to get the end of this one. And he says, we can get the end of this one, finding it, there we go. So all I'm going to do, so if anyone's wanting to know, so the sheets, now you can get these sheets just
the
here.
Instruction sheets,
the instruction
sheet.
So you do get them. Now what to do is if you go onto our website, so if you go onto our webpage of each individual product, so if you go onto our website, go onto Monday Makers and then go into each individual product, when you click on, for example, the dress, click on the dress, and then if you go down to the bottom, the link's down to the bottom, and that link will be there on every single page of the dye one.
You
so
can, if you want to, you could just use the product code search if you wanted to as well. GEM-MD will take you to the whole selection. So they're really easy to find. They always live there, which is great.
So all that I'm just doing, so as you can see, this matches the size of the cardstock just perfectly. So I'm just putting the edge of the arm up to the left-hand side. So then all that I'm just going to do is I'm just going to tape that down, and we're going to run this one through the Gemini Junior. So with it being the Gemini, what I'm just going to do is I know when that's finished, just there, so I'm going to press pause. I'm just going to do reverse, and then that's obviously going to do the reverse function, which means that we don't have to wait on it going through all the way around.
That saves you loads of time, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, it really does. So what I'm just going to do at the moment is there's that wee bit there, so all you need to do is snip that off. So what we're doing now is let's just take that bit off. So we've got the cardstock just here, so you might be better from up above. So what I'm just going to do now is I'm going to flip that over, and I'm now going to put the dress on that side just there, the arm to that side just there. So then we're just going to stick that down, and once again we're just going to run this one through, and then that's going to give you the opposite side. So that's kind of going to give you the back of the shirt. So we're just going to press pause, and we're going to reverse that one, and that's going to come out.
Wonderful. Love the men's jackets. Kerry says, Vicky is saying good morning from Missouri. Very cute. I don't know if that's the card or you, Craig.
I'm sure
Kathy says hi from Illinois. Kathy in California is watching. Penny in Washington is here, I can see as well. Loads of you.
So you will, just the way that the dye ends, you will just get that overlap. So you see where I snipped it a minute ago. So all that I'm just doing is just neatening that up by trimming it. So then what we can do is let's just move that one out the way. Then let's take these ones just here. So if we take the two that are exactly the same size, so again, what I'm going to do is pop the arm on one side, and then we're going to do, just like we've done before, is tape that down. Then we've also got these two, is it the lapels they're called, I think they are? So for this side, I'm just going to place that on, and all that I'm just going to do is line this one up to the edge of the black cardstock, and then we're just going to just nip that just to the top of the black cardstock just there, and then we're going to run that through.
Wonderful. And the great thing is you can really tell it's sort of a tuck, because it's the wide lapel, isn't it? The shiny wide lapel, which makes it touch. Imagine, I mean, if you wanted to, you could do the lapel in something like mirror as well. Having it,
of course you could.
Ultra shiny, maybe some glossy accents on there, something like that. Angie from Puerto Rico has been in touch, and she says they celebrate nearly everything in Puerto Rico, and we love to have tourists enjoy our island. Reminds me, we were talking last week about, of course, the halftime show for the Super Bowl, which I watched back again last night. Still equally blown away.
Still equally blown away, wow. I never did actually see the full lot. Again, we were talking about that last week as well.
It is
I am a
12
Super Bowl
minutes
fan.
of pure joy. It really is. The highlight, of course, being the from Shakira, which just seems to be absolutely everywhere now. All of my friends at the weekend when we were in Manchester, we were all going out in the evening and just doing it to each other randomly in the club. It's definitely become a thing.
So this time what we're doing again is we're going to tape that one down, and then we're going to die cut this arm first. So let's run that through, because again what we need to do is flip that cardstock before we put this next lapel on to die cut that one.
You're getting a lot in each of these collections, aren't you? So you're
really
getting, is it 18, in this one, is it 18 stamps and 12 dies?
It is,
so it's 30 pieces for $31. So it's about $1 an element, which is really, really great value for money when you break it down like that.
So we've die cut that one, so we've done that one side. So what we need to do now is just flip that one over, and then we are just going to tape that one down.
Don't forget there's loads of options as well. So what I would say is pop over to the website. Of course, whilst you can join the conversation on Facebook, if that's where you're watching us at the moment, the best way to shop and watch at the same time is to head over to our website. So crafterscompanion.whereveryouare.com in the US, .co.uk if you're in the UK, or .eu if you're in the rest of Europe. We also, very exciting, have our own dedicated social channels for Crafters TV. So whilst this week I'll still continue to read the comments from the UK or the US Facebook feeds, and I'll let you know which one it is. As of next week's Monday Makers, we will be consolidating it and just reading them from Crafters TV. So you want to make sure that you've liked that on Facebook and you're also following us on Instagram as well. Also, the TV team, I know, have access to the Instagram, so there could be some epic lols on there coming up a little later in the week. Matt Cam is there at the moment.
The Crafters TV Insta story, or even
Did you put that one on there of me a moment ago, my pre-show faux pas?
Yes, I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but then even the one with myself, that one's on there as well. So all that we're just doing now is, again, so this excess that's just over the edge there, all that I'm just going to do is just snip that away at each side and snip, and then we're just going to do that one again, just snipping just away and snipping. So if we can then get rid of that, then what we're going to do is bring in this shirt back in. So this lets you see, so let's just burnish that one. Just like that, then all the score
Roxanne
lines.
is asking again, can we get a copy of the directions, especially to the shirt, download the instructions for the shirt. It is all there on the Crafters Companion website. Go into the individual item on the website and scroll down and you'll find them there. You can either save them to your tablet, you can print them out, you can do what you want with them, but all of the inspiration, full instructions are there for you, so you know you're buying with complete peace of mind.
Absolutely.
We always try and give you as much inspiration as possible.
So this then, by doing it the way that I've just done it there, that then gives you the look of your two arms at each side. So all that I'm going to do on this arm here, we are just going to add a few bit of adhesives, and then we're going to pop that one on there.
And would you use why is this name of this gone out of my head?
Tape runner.
Tape runner. How can you forget what? I mean, it's like forgetting what a pokey tool is called. Would you use this adhesive, or would you be using something else if you were
It's just habit that anything construction-wise, whether it's a box, whether it's a card, I would always just use a wet glue.
Okay.
Just because obviously it will then soak into the fibres. But even then, if you don't have wet glue, our tape runners are so strong that you will know that with confidence. So there we go. Where's our jacket? Just there, so we've got the lapel, so we can just burnish them a bit more. So then what we can do, now I have got the black card, but let's just do it in white so you can see the difference. This is what's going to be the inside of the card. So then what we're going to take is this die here that looks a bit of a funny shape. So all that we're just going to do is just pop that one to the top, just like this. This is what's going to create the collar. So again, we're going side to side, and then just the top of the die, we're just going to tape that on just like that. Then we're going to run this through, and then that will be the finished card. And then it'll be left to you to be copying and replicating or do any different designs that you want, and decorating it whatever way you want.
Don't forget as well, if you're more of a sort of visual learner in a video format, these shows don't get deleted. So even though the deals expire after 48 hours, the shows always live on the Crafters Companion website. So for weeks after, you're able to go back and scroll through all the shows and still get all of that information and education. So if you want to watch this demonstration back again, once these arrive, you can come back, even if it's weeks later, and still watch the show, which is great.
Absolutely. So there we go. So there is the die cut that I've just done with that fancy shape. Then you get the score line as well. So all that we're going to do is fold them in like that. Then that gives you the collar.
Oh, wonderful.
So what I'm then going to do is just add a bit of adhesive on the back. Let's bring in our shirt, and we're just going to slot that in. So you can slot it whichever way that you want. So we'll go half and half, just like that. Then there we go. That gives you your shirt and jacket.
Oh, wonderful.
Within the middle. So you can then, obviously, all the additional dies. So the only extra we've added is this wee embellishment rose, but within the middle we've got that bow tie within the middle, and then even the stamps just within the middle, just there. And that is how you can then create that one.
Absolutely.
So,
I love as well with that when you open it out, you've got room to write a message in.
do.
Because sometimes you make a card and you think, oh no, I haven't left myself any. There's nowhere to write anything now. Yeah, do I write on the back? But with that, loads of room in there.
Loads and loads of room. Now this is what I mean by popping it on the front of a card. Even do your heat embossing.
Lovely.
With the dresses. Then what about, now look, this is what you were on about, Joe, using different colours.
Beautiful.
Look at these ones. Then,
that's very wedding singer, that one, isn't it?
Very, isn't it? Now this one, this is using pattern papers.
Love
you get
that.
a tie in there, you get your wee pocket. Now, this is very Mr. T on this one here. Look at that one, all the jewels on that one there. And then we'll just show you a quick few more from the other ones. So we've got, now actually, here is what the cupcake
I love this
will
one.
do. So there's your cupcake. So you get the top as well as the base. But then look, why not just build it up? You know, build it up into yet a cupcake with frosting, or it could be an ice cream cone. You've got your teapots. Bring in your pattern papers, bring in your plain papers, all your different, we've got Centura Pearl on that one, and then a couple more from, there's the bottles. Look at the bottles. So you can make tall champagne glasses or bottles.
This one, the most popular today, Craig, very, very busy on the bottle.
So all these beers, so you've got your beer, you've got your champagne.
Oh, I love that one.
Look at that one with the glitters. All these stamps that you see on the front, they come included as well. So just if you've maybe got a favourite champagne or something, kind of colour match the cards. What about Father's Day cards? Now,
yeah.
Joe, I don't know about you, but I'm always being told that we're really hard to make cards for.
Apparently,
so
yeah.
Apparently
I know a lot of crafters struggle with more masculine style cards.
So I believe. So whether it's obviously, yeah, you've got that, the dress, you've got the shirt, you've got the jacket, or you've got the beard, you know, great for men's card as well. But then there's men like myself, who doesn't love cups of teas? I certainly love a cup of tea.
Absolutely you do. There's 5 different options for you as well. If you wanted to go for all of them, would be, I'm going to try and do this, Craig, about £218.
You're good.
No, 100. I'm putting an extra £100 on.
At least
about
£118,
or just over $150 to go for all of them. Of course, you can buy them individually. However you get them, you're all going to get 20% off, which is really, really important.
What about a Santa's jacket?
Oh, how
Thing,
wonderful.
You know, Santa's jacket, or, you know, the bottle, you know, for... well, in my day, we used to leave Santa a cookie and mince pie and some milk, you know.
Yeah.
Apparently now they leave whiskey and
all sorts
gin and all sorts.
All sorts of lovely things. Roxanne is saying, thank you. Debbie saying, oh, thank you. Didn't realise about all the shows being there for you to watch back. Yes, they're all there. Kathy is saying she loves it. Heather's saying this is cute. Naomi's saying she's got 4 birthdays this month and a wedding in the summer, so these are going to be great. And Cindy saying she loves the cards for the men. Now, if you are maybe seeing us for the first time, maybe you're new to us here at Crafters TV, then hello and welcome. Make sure you give all of our social channels a follow. If you're maybe watching us on Facebook and you're unsure about how to shop and where to watch and comment, here is a little piece of video that explains all of that for you. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Absolutely, we create every single day. Still keeping an eye on your Joe Wants to Know. Loads of you dropping into Facebook comments. You've outdone yourself, excelled yourself with Joe Wants to Know this week. I asked you about local customs and traditions. Joe Wants to Know is always posted on a Friday night on our social channels, so make sure you head over there every Friday night to take a look. We also do Just Ask Joe, which is every Wednesday during Creative Cravings. That will go up tonight after this show, so make sure you keep your eye on for that. But Colleen got in touch from the US and she said on Fat Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday, which I think is like Pancake Day for us, isn't it? I think same sort of thing here if you're in the go. She says that here in Pennsylvania, Dutch country, let me try and get this wrong, because if I slipped here, it could be very dangerous. That's all I'm going to say. Fastnachts is what they're called. These are a donut made with potato flour. They have to be fried in oil. You either eat them plain, glazed, my favourite, rolled around in either granulated sugar or powdered icing sugar. Yummy. However, I don't look forward to this day because I work in a bakery, and last year we made over 5,000 of these donuts, which is a lot. They were baking them for 3 days. Talk about exhausted. So that's amazing. I've got another one here here as well from Barbara. She says there are a number of traditions throughout the city. Just in my neighbourhood, we have the annual River West 24 and the bicycling in your underwear race. There's a lot of nudity and cycling going on in the US by the sounds of it today. She said River West 24 is a big bike race that goes for 24 hours straight. There are people who man rest stations throughout the area so riders can take a break. There's live music as well as many roadblocks. In December there is a Santa's on Bikes parade. One of the events that occurs every year on the east side is the Rotten Tomato Throw. Several blocks are cordoned off so people can throw rotten tomatoes at each other. It sounds pretty fun to me. So loads of those. I've got loads more of them to read out. So I'll keep going through and monitoring the Facebook Live. I'm on the USA feed at the moment. Let's just take a quick look ahead to the next deal that we've got coming up for you, because this show is absolutely jam-packed. Now, a lot of you talking about weddings in the comments today. These would also be perfect. These are the Gemini Dimensionals favour boxes. 4 options here for you. So you've got the bonbon gift carton, honeycomb, and trinket box. All $27.50 or $31.50 in the US, all saving a fifth. We've done these together before, Craig.
We have.
Not here at Crafters TV.
Nope.
And I know how popular they were when we launched them, and every single time that we bring them back. Which one is your favourite out of the 4? Drop into the Facebook comments and let me know. But if anyone hasn't seen these before, do they need to be scared of these in any way?
Not at all. We've done all the measuring for you. We've given you all the additional embellishment. All 4 of them, of course, will go through your large Gemini. The trinket box, that's the only one that will go through your Gemini Junior.
Oh, perfect.
Because each box set, what you're going to be doing is die cutting them twice. We're going to do one to show you, but the trinket box, that will go through your Gemini Junior. The other ones will go through your large Gemini or your large die cutting machine.
Perfect.
So, what we're going to do is we are we'll crack straight on with the demo, will we?
Let's
Let's
go for it.
So what I'm going to do is this one's the gift carton. So this is the one that we're going to make. Now this is a nice one if maybe you want to make handmade fudge or toffee.
Oh, handmade fudge, Craig.
So there is that one. So with this one, we've got the outside die. So that's what will create the box on that one. However, you also get all these additional components. So these all cut into your box or out of your box. You get the outside die, you've got sentiments, you've got tags, you've got banners, you've got keys, you've got locks, you've got so much more within this one here. So what I am just going to do is we've got the Gemini Junior set up. So thankfully, I've already pre-die cut 2 of them. So all that I've just done, funny enough, I was going through a black phrase, if you couldn't have tell. So what I've just done is just popped my die on top of this black cardstock and just run that through my large Gemini, and then that gives me one of these. So I've done it twice, which then gives you 2.
Wonderful. If you want to stock up on that matte black cardstock, don't forget 10% off. Details along your bottom of your screen at the moment. $8.50 at the moment, or $13. Naomi says in Colorado they have cow patty throwing. That doesn't sound nice. I hope there's goggles and safety wear and hazmats and those kind of things.
I hope so. Although I'm kind of intrigued to know what it would be like. Maybe
smelly, I reckon.
Well, that's certainly true. That's one way.
And that's for granted. You can take that.
So what I'm doing now is, as well as all the die cutting lines, what you get is all the score lines as well. So all that I'm just doing, you'll find these as well. These are invaluable, so it's just like another burnisher, ball tool. I'm just going to score all of them. So this one, it's only $1.99 here in the UK, Joe.
$1.99?
This one.
Shut the front door. Actually, do you know what? Shut the front door, shut the back door, lower the blinds, fire up the smoke machine, and put on your heels. That's redonkadonk. £1.99 in the UK.
So it's great, obviously, either your guillotine or your scoreboards as well, you know, because usually you'll find you will get one with your scoreboards, but it's always so much handy to have quite a few. So you've got your score tool just at the end, nice and fine, and then you've obviously got your burnishing edges. So your one will actually have 2 ball ends at each side, but you'll also get the burnisher in the middle so that you can do all the burnishing.
I imagine these are the papercraft equivalent of like crochet hooks. You know you've got them, you never know where they are. I must have about 7 5mm crochet hooks, I think. I find them everywhere.
There's the other equivalent to me as the pokey tool, where I've got, you know, a handful of different ones just to make sure I've got them. So all that I'm going to do now, again, because this is construction, I would usually use a wet glue. So can you see on these tabs, just here.
Jen Tryon is saying hello.
Oh, Jen.
Hi, Jen. We loved your Saturday sewing show.
That was so
We're going
fun.
for dinner with Bernie, and she's made me the little headphone zippy thing
did
to
she?
keep them in.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. I'll post some photos later,
know
but a
who
big
else she's
wave
made one
to
for?
Jen.
Do you know who else she's made one for?
Debbie. And you?
No, not me, but Debbie Fisher.
Oh, Debbie Fisher
Yes.
as well. We've all got them. We're obsessed
got
with them.
them.
We are absolutely
Yes.
obsessed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go back and watch Jen Tryon's show from not the week just gone, the week before. So good. There's an amazing quick demonstration on there, and it's a monthly sewing show. Sorry, not weekly. So yeah, you can see the last one. It's there on the Crafty Companion website.
So what I'm just doing now is I've done both corners. Then all that I'm just going to do here on this one here, this bottom tag, I'm just going to add some adhesive. Again, you'd spend a lot more time. So this one is going to go in first, just like that. Then I'm going to fold over this side flap, and then I'm just going to fold over that next flap. And then what I'm going to do is, on this bottom one, I'm just going to add some more, and then by doing it this way, this bottom one will fold over, it will cover the wee tabs, and it will just make that base a bit more sturdy.
Gorgeous.
So then all that I'm just going to do is just press that in, just to press that down. So then because I've already scored and burnished all these parts, what I'm going to do is, if I turn it that way, there we go. So I'm just pinching them together and I'm just pressing in. Then I'm just going to fold that one in. I'm just going to fold that one in and just clip that over. Then that gives you your wee box, your wee gift carton box. So a nice size for that one. So what I'm just going to do at the moment is we're just going to pop that one to the side. We'll just do a wee bit of die cutting just to show you all the detail. Again, now deliberately with this one, is I know I said I was going through a black theme, but what I wanted to do was deliberately, we'll get it in a moment, is match this one with the dress that I done.
Okay.
So you could give a dress, you know, with the black and the lilac, and we're going to decorate the box.
Do you know what? I think
exactly
it's
the
so
same.
classy when you give a card and you're able to follow that theme through with
Yes.
the present, with how you're wrapping or presenting the present. It just makes it so beautiful. And sometimes you don't want to do matching,
No.
but you want to do themed. And this is a
can.
great way of doing it. Jen has messaged back, she says, I love that you're getting the earbuds pouch. So cute, spelled, of course, S-E-W. And she also says, it's awesome, it's made my day. Bernie also says, aha, Craig, wait till tonight. Big smiley face. Who knows? Yeah. Maybe we've got matching ones. I know that mine's tartan.
Can we just excuse me for a moment, everyone? Bernie, Laura's asking where her one is.
Poor Bernie,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
getting request
Poor
after
Bernie,
request
yeah.
after request for these. It was actually Debbie that asked for one first. Matt saying he wants the sign as well. You're going to be very busy, Bernie.
But honestly though, if you don't know what we're on about, go back and check them out because it's
Yes.
so handy. It's just a wee pocket to hold
So
your
handy,
your-
SEW.
That's a good one. See? So all that I'm just doing now is I am die cutting the glitter card with the pattern panel. Now what I've done is I've put the outside edge on as well because I want that to die cut out. Of course, if you're maybe scared using the two dies together in case they overlap, do them separate.
Okay.
But I've taped them down well, so I'm going to run this through.
Loads of you are getting in touch on Facebook at the moment. It's going crazy on the Facebook. Debbie McCleary said, a married couple I know had their birthdays a few days apart. I made them matching cards, one shirt, one dress. Absolutely loved it. So you've still got those. What a great idea. Geraldine saying she has to have the cupcake. Kathleen in California says she
Just
loves your
nipping out,
videos. Wilma says that cards for guys are a struggle for her. These are great for that. Also, Melissa, you'll know this, Craig, says, is the Crafter's Companion white stamping card used to make most of the sample cards? I'm looking for a good white cardstock for card bases and I need some recommendations.
Yes. Yes,
There you
you
are.
will find most of us use our stamping card for doing our card bases, for doing our platforms, for doing our stamping, even embossing and that.
Wonderful. And we called them hen and stag do's, didn't we, a little earlier?
We did.
But they are bachelor and bachelorette parties in the US.
Yeah.
Who was it that dropped that there? Kerry said that. Carlene is saying hi. Of course, Jen there as well. Hannah Law said, my 5 and 7-year-old grandkids made these boxes for their cousins for Valentine's Day. They were a hit. Love, love, love them. Jen
what's this?
Tryon's been back again and she's wait till you see the Valentine's ones I'm making with the nested heart dies.
Bernie, you're going to be busy.
They sound absolutely fabulous.
They do.
You mention fudge earlier as well. Do you guys in the US have fudge? Is it a thing there? Because it is, in Scotland, it's the fudge is
And the
next
tablet.
level.
The tablet in
fudge is my
Scotland.
favourite. There's a kind of candy, I guess. It's like a very, very sweet,
Yeah.
soft. How do you describe it? I'm not even sure. If you don't have it, you need it in your life, is what
like
I'm
toffee,
saying.
but just not quite as hard, isn't it?
Yeah, like a very soft toffee.
Yeah.
And you can go back and watch the Sugar and Crumbs show. There were some great flavoured icing sugars in that would be perfect for fudge making.
Apparently, because...
Can you tell I'm hungry tonight?
Well, that day anyway that Sugar and Crumbs was here was the 2 days that I was at TV here in the UK.
I was here.
So it was the one day that I wasn't here when there was all this cake making and missed out, apparently.
Hannah Law says, yes, they do have fudge in the US. I'm very pleased about that.
Now, I'm not obviously going to spend the whole time popping all these out. So I've done this one just here. So you can see, even with the glitter card, that's popped out all. So that one's exactly, well, I've just snapped it in half, but that gives you the idea.
Oh, you don't know your own strength, Craig.
It does all pop out like that. Yeah, I don't know my own strength, eh? Yeah, so there we go. You can see it does all pop out. So that's that one just there. So let's pop these ones in. Now, I would decorate the sides of the boxes while they were still flat, but obviously for time and speed, I want to show you how you can do that. So I've just used the Xyron.
Oh, if you haven't seen the Xyron machine, this is something else that you definitely need in your life.
It really is.
It's amazing. Go check it out on the website.
So obviously I've known the Xyron for quite some time now, but it was Debbie Fisher. She absolutely loves
such a time saver, isn't it?
And she'll say that time and time again. We'll be talking about stuff, we'll be talking about samples, and she went, should have used the Xyron. I was like, yeah, no, I should have. So this is the Xyron. So we're just peeling these off like this, and we're just decorating it. So let's pop that one on. So again, you might find this easier to decorate as it's all flat before you fold it up. But we're just doing this to show you. So let's peel
Don't
that
forget
off.
as well, you're saving 20% here, so you have got a great deal on this. $27.50 if you're in the UK to get these home, $31.50 if you're in the US. I'm just hearing as well how many of you are multi-ordering here. A lot of you going for multiples of these because they make very different boxes, and that's not even thinking about, you know, like this box for instance, Craig. You imagine if you made that in craft card and red mirror card, it would look completely different to this box. So again, the options are there, the versatility is there, and that's why, you know, I think that's what really, and I know a lot of you agree with me, was really what sets Crafters Companion apart, because it's made by crafters for crafters. So we completely understand what it is that you guys want, and listen to all your feedback as well, which is really, really important.
So all that I've just done is I pre-die cut all these ones that I'm using just now and sticking on. All comes within the same sheet for the gift card.
It looks a bit like, you know, a fancy fashion house logo almost, that one, doesn't it?
It does,
you know
actually,
what I mean?
yeah.
Viv. Looks a bit
that
like
one.
that. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
So let's just peel these ones off. So then what we could just do is we've got the lock there, so maybe let's just pop the key on just there. Then we've even just got a couple of swirls, just like that. So we can always just pop these ones just to the side, just there. We've got one more, and we can pop that one on. So if we're careful, and just pop that one there. So we've got these ones just there. So
you can tell it's the month of love, can't you? Because we're very sort of wedding orientated, party orientated today, which is fantastic. A lot of you loving these box dies in the comments.
And with the thanks of Matt Cam, there we go. So you see, if you want to give a card and a gift at the same time, get them together. Perfect time to get them together, and you could be making all different styles. Use your pattern papers as well, all your other stamps as well. What you could do, you could be doing it with this one here, but any of the other ones, what about the weights to hold down balloons? Make your own ones, so that you're in the middle of wedding tables or on the floor of that for parties, make your own balloon weights and that. By decorating your own boxes, you can do so many, not just for cards and gifts. Yeah, absolutely, very, very versatile. Both the card dies that we showed you and also those boxes. And you'll see what I meant here, Craig, about, you know, just different colourways. Absolutely. Like the same box is totally different. And with this one here, what I've done, don't know if you can kind of see, is we've actually die cut the panel into the actual card, into the actual box on this one here, and just pop some acetate into the back. Use some just plain cardstock, but use some of our pattern papers and some inks. What about acetate? Got the acetate, that works perfectly with that one. Then using on to a few of the other ones, and these ones here, so not that one, it's this one that I want.
Oh,
So
these ones look gorgeous.
Just to give you an idea of a few of the different ones that we can use. So again, within this one, so this is the one that would go through your Gemini Junior.
Okay.
Because you die cut this twice, so it's cutting into them. So
And which one is that, Craig?
So this one is the trinket box.
The trinket box, wonderful.
So again, just a few ideas just there. Then we've got the honeycomb. I don't know why, but this is the one I keep thinking about, balloon weights to hold down the balloons on this one. Again, mirror card. Just do your mirror card, all your different colours, Christmas-ish kind of look. You know, bringing in your greens and your reds. And then, actually, let's show you on this one here. Look at this one with the black as well as the ivory and your gold glitter card on there. So that just gives you an idea of some of the things. Now, the style that I just made this one in, you could of course make that same style with one of the other boxes, but in this colour theme as well. Just mix and match, have a bit of fun.
Imagine making them all, you know, imagine going for all of them, which a lot of you are multi-ordering at the moment on these, which, why not? They're 20% off. We're very, very busy on these. Imagine if you did have them all and you could make one of each in all the different colourways. So you have different boxes that were all kind of the same theme. A really lovely way of doing it. Just one question before we move on is coming in from... I've lost it now. Here is Peggy. Says, how do you get the glue out of the open area? So I know you use the Xyron machine for this, but if you were using a regular adhesive, what would be your tip for making sure you can't see it, basically?
Well, there's the two ways. You could use our dotted tape runner. So that's like our standard one, but it's all very, very fine dots in them. So just run that over, and that's only going to adhere to the actual card area. The other way to do it is if you've got a tacky glue, the call-out glues on the website with a really fine tip, you can just go into all those areas as well. If you've got a lot of patience, otherwise then yeah, just do your tape runner. The other way as well are double-sided adhesive sheets.
Okay.
If you've got our A4 double-sided adhesive sheets, put the card onto that, then die cut, then there they are, it's already die cut and already adhesive for you.
Now, that's a great response there, so that answers your question. Remember, we're giving you great discounts in these shows. If you shop with us regularly here at Crafters Companion, then you can get even more discounts by being a member of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there that you need to know about Club Inspire. Even if it's your first purchase, joining the club is definitely the way to go. Loads of you commenting about the fudge that we were talking about. We have fudge, says Peggy, most definitely. We have fudge around the holidays. Debbie says we have fudge here. American fudge seems much sweeter and less creamy. Give me Devonshire fudge any day, says Julia. And Helen Goodwin says she loves fudge, but tablet is much too sweet for her. Keep those comments coming in. Keep those comments coming in as well. For Joe wants to know. This week we were talking all about traditions and customs in your area. Debbie says, I live in South Wales. Mary Lwyd, I've probably butchered that again, I'm sorry. Tradition started in Wales at the end of the 18th century and still continues in some South Wales communities. It's basically a parade of a decorated horse skull that's on a pole and wrapped in cloth. The parade done in December or January to mark the end of dark nights and the coming of spring. Think basically of a creepy version of a child's hobby horse. Bit weird, that one. And also, Alison says, oh my goodness, we have egg rolling down hills in local parts. At Easter, we have a carnival and a parade, but my favourite is my own little tradition for my birthday, which I started a couple of years ago. I take myself off to the local carvery and get a full English breakfast and sit alone reading my birthday newspaper or book. Sheer bliss. Absolutely sounds sheer bliss. I need to let you know something that we always do here in Monday Makers as well, and that is the launch of our 24-hour deal. Now, we bring you an amazing deal at an amazing price, but we can only hold the price for 24 hours because it is that good a deal. So, this week's Monday Makers 24-hour deal is 10% off of embellishments. So use the code embellishment10 over on the website. There is loads and loads and loads. Go to the embellishment section and you'll see so much stuff there. You get an extra 10% off that, so make sure you pop a few of those into your basket this week as well. Now, there's so much newness, so much exciting stuff to talk about in the show today as well.
It really is.
There is absolutely loads going on. Today's show is jam-packed. We're going to do a new section.
My heart is actually going here.
I don't know how this is going to work or how successful this is going to be. I think it's going to be great. But we're going to start doing on a Monday Makers, we're going to do sort of different games. It won't always be the same game. We'll have new games. You've got any games that you want to suggest to us, pop over to my Facebook or Instagram page and leave me some suggestions there. We always love to hear from you. Suggestions about absolutely anything you want. But we're going to do a game called, when someone, in the UK we have this saying, I don't know if you have it in the US, and it's, that's what she said. So when someone says something that's a little bit innuendo-esque, you say, oh, that's what she said. But what we're going to do is crafts what he said. So you see a little bit of a play on words. And basically, Craig is going to listen to very, very loud music for 3 minutes. I am going to get my statements that I'm going to say. I'm going to have to turn to Matt camera because I've left them on top of the server in the gallery. Absolutely rookie mistake there. And we're going to see how many Craig can guess in 3 minutes. I'm going to mouth them and say them, so you want to be able to hear me saying them. How many do you think Craig can guess in 3 minutes? Drop into the Facebook Live. Craig won't be able to hear me. All he'll be able to see is my lips moving. I purposely haven't taken my beard off of my lip today as well, so maybe making it a little bit harder for him there as well. But I've got all of my questions just here and ready to go. So I think it's time for you to pop the headphones on, Craig.
Okay.
He's going to be listening to some Kaiser Chiefs very loudly.
Does that mean I have to take the earpiece
Take out the earpiece. Absolutely. It's like Saturday night takeaway,
It's like
isn't
Saturday
it?
night takeaway.
It really is.
And, here we go. Right.
On it goes. Also, producer Laura is able to control the music that Craig is listening to from her phone through her laptop as well. So any requests that you've got for Craig, maybe what we should listen to, I don't know. I'd probably love a bit of Celine, but I mean, whatever you fancy, then drop it down.
If you're on our social media, on mine or yours or Crafters TV, you might have seen us, me just testing out the volume.
Yeah, absolutely. Go and have a look on our Instagram stories for that.
So,
okay,
going on?
On they go.
Going on.
Right. So is the music playing, producer Laura? So you got music there?
Nope.
No, not yet.
I'm hoping it doesn't go really loud.
Yeah, it's going to be loud. I might just hit play on Laura's laptop. No music?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
Anyway.
Do you want to just spin the laptop round? There we go. And hit play there. Wonderful. There we go. So off we go. Should have some loud music.
Nope.
Oh no, not plugged in. Oh, it was gremlins in the system. We will work it out. There's music coming through now, don't you worry about that. Is it working? Can you hear me? Can you hear what I'm saying? He can't hear anything. Can't hear absolutely anything. Okay, are you ready? So, number one, we're going to get a 3-minute clock on the screen for us as well. There it is. So, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Craig's going to be looking at the monitors anyway. The first one, double-sided box dice. Double-sided box dies. Anything, Craig? Double-sided box dies. You gonna guess? Yeah, we're going. He's obviously got it. But this is the first one, Craig. Double-sided box dies. Double-sided box dies.
Double-sided box dies!
Yes, maybe not quite so loud. Not quite so loud next time. Okay, next one. Call-out all-purpose glue. Call-out all-purpose glue. Call-out all-purpose glue. Ready? Call-out all-purpose glue. Have a little bit of a guess?
Say it again.
Call-out all-purpose glue. I can hear what he's listening to. Ready? Well, I'll give one more time.
Double-sided tape pen.
No, not nearly. Call-out all-purpose glue. First letter. Call-out.
Glue.
Yeah, nearly. We'll give him that one. That's two. Okay. Low-tack tape. Low-tack tape.
Double-sided tape.
Nearly. Low-tack tape. Low. Tack. Tape. Low.
Down tape. Low tape.
Low.
Low tack tape.
Yay! Okay. Quick dry ink pad. Quick.
Tape runner.
No. Quick. No. Quick. Okay, we're going to move on. Gemini Junior. Gemini. Gemini. First word. Gemini. Gemini.
Foam pads.
No. We're going to move on. Flower forming foam.
Flower forming foam.
Yay! This will be a funny one. Acetate. 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 10 seconds left. Acetate.
Acetate.
Yay! One more. Can we get it? 8 seconds. Ready? Aqua. First word. Aqua. Aqua. Aqua tint. Aqua.
Aqua pens.
Tint. Oh, nearly. Woo! Okay, you can take them off now. You can take them off now. So the first one was. The music was so loud, I could hear the music as well. The first one was double-sided box dies. You got that one. Call-out all-purpose. You guessed glue. We'll give you that one. Low-tack tape. You got that one. Quick-drying ink pads was the one that you were talking. You said tape runner. Was this one? Gemini Junior
So what was that for?
Quick. Quick drying. Gemini Junior was the one you didn't get.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you put your top back in? Flower forming foam, you got that one. And then we did acetate, you got that one. And the last one, which I'm not sure, are we giving in the last one, Laura? Aqua tint is what I was saying, rather than aqua mark. So very, very close. So how many did you get? How many was that? How many did you get right there? I think maybe, was it 4? Hang on. 4. Pretty good. I feel like we're going to need like a leaderboard that we get in here on the wall so we can pop them on the wall and see who is winning. But 4, I think, is a pretty solid start.
I'm quite chuffed with that one.
Yeah, if you've got some suggestions as to maybe what the words could be for next week, absolutely drop into, you can either pop over onto my Facebook page, head across to Crafters TV. Don't forget that Crafters TV has got now its dedicated social channels as well. So on Facebook you can find us there. You'll also be able to find us on Instagram. We'll be having a lot of fun on the Instagram stories. We all love that. And I'm hoping to do an Instagram story takeover on the Crafters TV page soon as well. Now, something else that we're doing differently as well going forward is craft ambassadors. So craft ambassadors are, you know, really special celebrated crafters out there. Get in touch with us and we send them the coveted Craft Ambassadors mug. Craig would love one of these. Can't have one. Bernie wants one. Can't have one. I'd love one. Not allowed one. Only for craft ambassadors. If you want to be a craft ambassador, you can actually get in touch with us. So it's craft ambassador at Crafters Companion. Sorry, CC ambassadors at crafterscompanion.com. I struggle with that. I don't know why. It's one of those things that I just can't say that website. Drop us an email there. I'll answer it personally myself. And what we'll be able to do is I will Skype you or I'll FaceTime you and we will have a little bit of a chat. Now, what we did earlier, Julie from Bromsgrove in the UK was our first CC ambassador that we video called, and I had a little chat with her earlier. Take a look. Hi Julie, welcome to Crafters TV. Congratulations, you are this week's Craft Ambassador and also our first ever video call Craft Ambassador. So I'm excited, I hope you are.
Oh, definitely, and thanks very much for making contact with me. I was really surprised to get your email, and it's great to join you this morning.
Well, it's lovely that you are joining the elite club of craft ambassadors. Of course, we'll be sending out your craft ambassador mug to you. Now, I know you've got a project there standing by that you're very excited to show off to us. So what is it? And tell us a little bit about the project that you've done.
Well, I've done lots of projects using Crafters Companion items, but the one which I've been working on recently, and I've done several of them, is the floating teacup. And you might remember that Sarah recently did a special live where she showed lots of people who weren't able to get to Craftaganza how to make the floating teacup.
Yes.
And I've made some which have been snatched up by friends and family.
Okay.
But I have got one which literally, as they say, I made last week.
Okay.
Let me just lift it up so you can have a look.
Oh yeah, let's. Oh, that's absolutely gorgeous.
So it's using a small espresso cup and it's decorated on all sides and the back as well.
How lovely.
With some of the foam flowers made from those special dies, but also just some ordinary Crafters Companion dies which make wonderful flowers.
Okay, wonderful. So great that you're using both of those as well. Now we're going to be asking, in these video calls, we're going to be asking all of our craft ambassadors what are the top 3 tools or pieces of equipment they couldn't live without. I know narrowing it down to 3 can be difficult, Julie, but what would your top 3 be?
Oh, right. Well, top of the tree has got to be the Gemini. And
Okay.
I've got the large Gemini and I've also got the mini. So I've got the beast that tackles anything.
Okay.
And I've got the mini that can sit on the lap tray and just literally churn out sentiments and little things like the foaming flowers. So I can still be with the family. And it's nice and quiet. I'm not disturbing anybody. So they've both got their place in my crafting world.
So we'll let you have both of those as one, I think, because, you know, they're 2 of the same, but the big one and the small one, okay?
So they've both got a place. They're both needed. Secondly, product-wise, I've done so much with the flower forming foam,
Okay.
and it really is super. I mean, we've made flowers for pictures, for like the teacups, and photo frames, and even hairbands.
Oh,
So
wow.
absolutely fantastic product. Really like it.
It's one of those things, isn't it? You can do so much with them, which is fantastic. And they really seem to last, which is nice.
They're absolutely great, and I can't recommend them enough. I've used them an awful lot, and they're brilliant. And then something which teams in with the flower forming foam, and which is always on my crafting table, my glue gun. And
Yes.
I'm doing a lot of home decor projects at the moment, and because of that, I often need a quick fix from a strong adhesive, and the glue gun wins every time. All the other glues have got their place, but this one really is an essential for me at the moment.
So your go-to glue.
My 3 go-tos.
They're your top 3. What's been the best reaction you've ever had to something that you've made?
I think it is to the teacup.
Okay.
People have really liked that, but I have also done work with rice paper on glass plates, and that's really effective as well.
Yes, I've seen your pictures of that. It's beautiful.
I've done a few of those as gifts over Christmas and for birthdays, and I've always had a very good reaction to them, and they're such fun to make. They're not difficult, they're fairly quick, and they're really good fun to make.
Oh, that's good. It's all about having fun, isn't it? Can you remember what the first thing was that you ever made?
Yes, the first thing I made, Joe, was a disaster. Quite seriously, it was. I started trying to paper craft just before Christmas, which is perhaps not the best timing because it's such a busy time. And I tried stamping initially. It was a low outlay and it looked quite easy, but I had no idea about how to make stamping dimensional. I didn't understand inks.
You've got to start somewhere, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. But my first attempt was amateurish. It looked like a 3-year-old had made it, and probably a 3-year-old would have made a better effort of it, actually. I didn't understand about masking anything. It was awful. It was just a...
I'm glad that you got there. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great, I think is what the saying is.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, Julie, it's been absolutely wonderful to talk to you. Your Craft Ambassadors mug will be winging its way out to you. It was a pleasure to have you as our first video caller as well. We'll be having lots more of these. So, Julie, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope I get to meet you very soon out and about, which no doubt I will, whether that's at Craftaganza or somewhere else.
Bye.
Take care, Julie.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Joe. Bye.
Bye. What a pleasure to speak to Julie there earlier today.
So
How
good.
exciting that we get to video call our craft our ambassadors now.
I
Which is
have
amazing.
to say, because just after you'd done it, because I knew you were going to be doing it, but I didn't know when you'd done it, and you were buzzing when you came back from it.
Because Julie was so excited.
Yeah,
she really was. It was a great start. Don't forget, CC Ambassadors at crafterscompanion.com if you would like to video call us, show us your makes. We're going to be doing a big batch of them next Monday, so make sure you get those emails in now. We will pop it up on the Crafters TV Facebook page as well. All the details about how you can get involved, and we'll do that a little bit later this week for you, so make sure you're checking back there. Loads of reaction to our what Crafts what he said is people going crazy for it. So Bernie was saying we should do great Baby Shark. Craig, you'll make it. Get it, Craig. Crazy. This is hilarious. I love it. Craig turned red. Awesome.
Craig turning red.
So
indeed.
much fun. Congratulations. People saying as well, hello, Julie. Congratulations.
That's so good that you were trying to guess as well. Yeah, I know obviously you were saying it as well, but I think a couple of people had their volumes turned down.
Oh,
okay.
that,
you know, turning the volumes down, trying to take part as well. That was good.
Yeah, really
Roxanne,
great way.
Gemini,
You even
Einstein.
playing along at home as well, which is fantastic. Loads more still to come though for you in this show. I left all my cards behind there, but we're going to have a look now at the Gemini number dies. Details are on your screen. These again, I know we've talked about. We've had a lot of dies that have been very versatile in this hour. These, of course, absolutely the same. £6.50 if you want to go for these in the UK. $11 if you want to grab these in the US, saving 15%. And these are, of course, great for personalisation, these ones.
Absolutely, yeah. So with these ones here, it's not actually just the metal die that you get with it, it is also the stencil. You get a stencil around it. So I'm just waiting to go and get the actual samples. We've got them just to the side here. So what we've got here is the die that does the number. So what we can do is if I bring these ones out, so number 1 on this one. So the die is actually number 1. But then these layers, if I get rid of that glare, there we go. Those layers on the background, that's all done with the stencil. So we're going to do a quick demo just shortly to show you how that works. So there's one, but then use it as the shaker element. You've got the shaker. Then we've got, there's another one now. These are great for obviously, new babies or, you know, a baby coming of age or obviously any age really, because you've got your numbers to choose from. So we've got the 3, which is the die. Then we've got these stencils. So that would actually gives you up to 3 layers, 3 matting layers to go with it. But then because you've got the stencil, you can actually make your own shape card as well, your concept card, just on the hinge of the card. We're going to do something kind of like that just shortly. But with the die as well, you've got your layers, but then that's just our double-sided Hessoin.
Hessoin?
Do you know what it was? It's because Laura had just said demoing in the same time as I said Hessian, so it came out.
If you're demoing the Hessian, it
So-
would be Hessoin, we've found out.
But then with the stencil as well, you can see just there, we've just layered the numbers upon each other, so you can make them, you know, horizontal as well as vertical as well. So many different ways. So what we're going to do is let's make something so you can see. Now, I did, last week when I knew that these were coming on, I asked you what number you wanted. What 2 numbers you wanted?
You did, didn't you? I'd completely forgotten
And
about
you
that.
said 33.
I did, because that's how old I am. I know, you don't think I'm that old, but yes, it's true.
I'm just a year older than that. So there we go. So there is our die. So this is our number 3 die on that one there. So if we take that one off, but within the actual set as well, you get your stencil.
Do you know I didn't know there was a stencil included?
Did you not?
No.
So you've got
Did you
your
think for
stencil?
£6.50,
Yeah.
just getting that big die would be great value? To get the stencil as well, amazing.
So the die will go into the middle, but then of course all these wee grooves here, that gives you the option of having 3 different sized matting layers. So 1, 2 and 3.
Wonderful.
So we're going to do something simple, or you know, try and make it simple, but just to show you, it's actually on acetate. We're going to do this to show you how you can make acetate cards. So I've just taken some of our acetate and just folded it in half. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, maybe black would be better for this one to show you. Hopefully you can kind of get an idea as to what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to do this with one of my pens. There we go. So we can see the acetate. So what I'm just going to do is, you can see the top of the stencil, hopefully, is just overlapping slightly the hinge of the acetate fold over. So we're just popping it up, just no more. Then what I'm going to do is, I'm just using a biro pen for this one. You could use one of your erasable pens. If you've got your white pencil pens, you could be using that.
If this is heat resistant acetate we've got a deal on at the moment, could you use a erasable pen and just give it a blast with a heat gun? Would that work?
Don't see why not. I don't see why not. Absolutely not. So what I'm just doing is I'm just working my way around, just like this. So this will then, hopefully, let's try a bit of white this time. So hopefully you can kind of, can you see, you're seeing that outline of the 3 of the stencil. Then what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to move that over. So I'm going to pop the stencil just to the next side, but I'm just going to slightly overlap it with the other number 3. And again, we're just going to go over the top and no more. So I'm just going to go all the way around. Looks like I was better the first time around doing this on white, but at least now you can see what I'm doing. So we're just going all the way around, Joe.
I wonder what one's going to be the most popular. The 1, I guess.
The 1, yeah.
The 18, 21, very popular as well. 0, apparently, is always the most popular.
Is it? I suppose, yeah, you've got all these big numbers,
the
don't
big
you,
numbers,
ending in
yeah.
0. So there we go. So this is your number 3 side to side. Now, at the moment, it might just look a wee bit of a mess, but you've got the outside of the 3. So all that I would just do, I'm not going to do all of this, because I do have one ready to go, but what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to follow my pen mark. And the reason I also do like to use a biro as well is this will just rub out with my fingers afterwards. So I'm just going to go all the way around the outside. You'd be a lot neater than I am, but to give you the idea.
My flabber is gasted, you know, Craig, because 9 is the most popular at the moment.
9?
Number 9.
No
It's a
one likes
strange one,
number
isn't it?
9.
Yeah, 9.
Don't know what it
there
is
you
about
are.
number 9.
What numbers are you going for? How are you going to use these? Where are these going to slot into your crafty stash? Drop into the Facebook comments and let me know. You did a Geordie accent?
Apparently I did a Geordie accent.
Say 9.
9.
Oh no. Producer Laura thought that you were doing a Geordie accent. I have no idea why. We'll listen to this back later and maybe see if it was the case. I don't think it was.
So I've just cut round that outside edge of the 33. So we've also got this wee bit in there that we can just follow and cut. Then just with a craft knife, just where that overlaps within the centre, what you can then do, again, just with a craft knife or with your small scissors, you can just go into these wee bits just there, snip them out, then that will give you your stencil background. So I know it's not the best to do it onto your white, but that gives you the idea. You can see it there. Now, I'm doing acetate. This could be smooth card, glitter card, mirror card, you know, it could be vellum. You know, vellum you would probably put onto something a bit harder, like white cardstock, but it shows you what you can do. So then what we're going to do is let's move these ones out the way. And we've also got on Monday Makers today is our 8x8 texture cardstock.
Yes, we do indeed.
I have got the brights on this one, and I've just used the yellow. So what I'm just going to do is pop that into the middle just there, and then I'm just going to pop the 3, just like that.
20% off that 8x8 textured cardstock today. So if you want to go for that, £11.50 or $15.50. Details are there on your screen at the moment. Remember, if you are watching us on Facebook, the best way to watch and shop at the same time is over on our website. So crafterscompanion.whereveryouare.co.uk if you're in the UK.com in the US, or .eu if you're in Europe. Don't forget as well, we just launched yesterday our dedicated social channel for Crafters TV, both on Facebook and over on Instagram as well. So this week we'll continue to read the comments from the US and the UK Facebook feeds, but as of next week we'll be doing it from the Crafters TV feeds. Make sure you've given those a like.
Yeah. So there we go. There's the number 3. I'm just going to do that once more again within the black. Now I've just done this card blank with the acetate using the stencil with the 33. Of course, it could be 10, it could be 21, it could be 3 and 6, it could be 99, it could be 100 if you wanted to, if you've got it long enough. So it just doesn't have to be the same number each time. So once again, let's just peel that one off and move that. So we've got that in the black. So what I've done is I've done it twice in the black, and then I've done twice in that yellow textured cardstock. Then all that we're just going to do, let's just take our tape runner. So I'm going to create a bit of a shadow effect on this one. Do like my shadow effects. So we're just going to add a bit of adhesive all the way around. So I'm just going to pop that on. So I'm just going to, the best way I like to do the shadow effect is go to place that as if it's direct over the top, then just pull it to the bottom right hand side, and then that would just give you that bit of a shadow effect just there.
Matt Cam saying, no way, Joe is 35. I don't know if he says, oh, he's 33. I don't think it's I'm older than 33 or younger than 33. I can't work out. Younger, of course, naturally younger, always, yeah. Craig's tight lips on the situation.
I'm just thinking, just as well I didn't need that sheet of paper that it was just written on. So once again, all that I've just done is straight over the top, then just pull that down slightly to the bottom right, and I'm just going to place that on. Then what we're going to do, it could be foam pads, it could be your Collal 3D glue gel, or I'm just going to pop this on with my double-sided tape.
These might be great as like cake toppers as well, you know, like on sticks popped in the proper cakes, or even, you know, maybe not cupcakes, maybe a little too large for that, but certainly in the top of cakes. A really quick, effective cake topper. You know, you just buy like a plain white iced cake, a couple of these in the top, ready-made birthday cake ready to go, save yourself a fortune.
Absolutely, it would do.
I'm so hungry today. Producer Laura said this has been all about food, this show. It absolutely has.
But you are a foodie though.
I am a foodie. I am a foodie indeed.
Saying that, so is Laura. So there we go. So if I then just pop that just there. Now that gives you your 33, that gives you your card blank with the acetate. Now of course what you could do is either pop a wee bit of white cardstock in the middle, or you can die cut these again in white, pop them underneath, and that still gives you a wee area that you can write on. So there we go, that is it. So although I've done that in acetate, that could be any of your cardstock as well, and that's a card blank there. 33, Joe's age.
Absolutely. If you want to go for those, Matt's saying no, it's not really 33. You can go for them. They're great value. So you've got £6.50 if you're in the UK, $11 if you're in the States. Again, a lot of you multi-ordering those as we knew you would. 9's very popular, 0, the 1 always very popular as well. And you think about it, you're getting the stencil and you're getting the die for that price, so it is really, really great value.
Yeah, so what we're going to then quickly do, we've also got a few likes of happy birthdays, etc, etc, so we'll quickly run one through, thank you very much, but this gives you the selection of ideas as what you can be doing with them, so you've got a selection to choose from. So you're just looking at the sentiment that are on these ones here. We've got all these nice small diddy ones, a couple of them are small diddy ones, and bringing these ones in, so there we go.
These will be great to go with the numbers as well, and you're saving 15% on the selection expression dies. They are just £2 in the UK or $2.50 in the US, and they're designed to go perfectly with those number dies. So definitely pop those, a couple of those. Pop a couple of those in your basket
so if you can. Just do, Joe, is I've got my happy birthday set just here, and let's just pop these ones on. So I'm just going to use, keeping with this theme, might be a theme as why I'm doing this, we're going to do the background with the lilac glitter card. that we've got on today.
I think outline dyes with sentiments is such a classy way. And again, loads of different colours. I don't know why I'm a bit obsessed with craft card at the moment, but with craft card with it behind with either black or red or pink in front, always looks so beautiful. What are your favourite colour combinations at the moment? What are the colour combinations that seem to be your go-to? Drop into the comments on Facebook and let me know. So last week, Craig, I showed a picture of me without a beard. Because people were asking about this. So Jeffrey Langley says, Craig, are you going to show a picture of you without your beard? Maybe next time we work together you could bring one in.
Could do. That was that long ago where...
mine was 4 years ago, so it was a long time.
Oh, mine was maybe just about 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe Craig will bring one in next time we work together. Debbie is saying fabulous samples too, so a lot of love for these.
So there is the background outline die that we've got there, so that is in the lilac. Then what we're going to do, so that die cuts in one. However, these larger ones, the Happy Birthday, these actually die cut within two. So you can use them in conjunction with that background or use them on their own. It's entirely up to yourself. Now, with these ones here, as well as the other ones that you can check out on the website, these all go through your Gemini Mini or your Gemini Go as well. Look at the swirl, look at that outline line on these ones just there, saying happy. Then we've also got birthday. So if I pop these ones out, just like so. So pop them all out, pops out just perfectly, beautifully with the Gemini. And there we go. So as you can see, so if I pop that one, you pop all these other wee bits out. But that gives you happy and birthday. And it gives you the background as well, which then, popping it on, either with your dotty tape runner, your glue, it could be your sprays. Then what you can do is bring in the box that we've made, and then we can either...
Jeffrey, you don't have too long to wait. Matt Cam has worked his magic. He is a man of many talents, is Matt. He's not just on cameras.
Matt Cam get that?
He's also been onto Facebook for us and furnished us with a picture of a beardless Craig. Loving the look. It's almost a bit Zoolander, the pose there, Craig. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, Jeffrey there, thanks that. I don't know what Laura said. I didn't hear what she said, but I'm sure I'm not able to repeat it. So there you are. Now you know. Would you like your phone back, Matt? Let me just give Matt his phone back.
Oh, so we've made the box. We have even put that sentiment on. And we've even made that dress, all using the black card. We've used the lilac glitter card, all three separate elements that are on Monday Makers today, and we've just brought them in. Combined them all.
Poor Craig, we've really knocked him off his stride there, haven't we? Sorry, Craig.
I thought it was being so professional
so
as well.
Mean of us.
Right to the end.
So mean of us.
Right to the end. But there you go. So that is how. So all the products that we've got on today, they're all standalone, depending on what mediums, what cardstocks that you use, or that you can make them so that they work.
Matt's lost it, Craig's lost it, the wheels have come off. The train has left the station and all the wheels have come off, unfortunately. Irene says, good morning, Craig and Joe. I have the Big Daddy Gemini in rose gold and the Junior would look great next to him. That's from Irene in Virginia. Talking of rose gold, talking of Gemini Juniors, don't forget as well, it's a very, very special week this week. Of course, on Thursday at 7 p.m. Starts the launch of a whole week of anniversary shows for Crafters Companion over on Create and Craft in the UK. So if you're a UK crafter, 7 p.m. Thursday, you want to tune in. There's a blockbuster, an exclusive rose gold Gemini Junior, and then of course loads of other stuff coming up. Another blockbuster the week after with Debbie. I know there's a pick of the week. There is a pick of the day. We did an anniversary preview a little earlier today. So go back to the Crafters TV page and you'll be able to have a look.
Do you know what's really special as well for all of us here, and even myself, because this time last year I had just joined Crafters Companion, so I was at home watching Sarah launching the company back at Create and Craft, and now I have the absolute pleasure with the full team to be able to Create and Craft on some of the days to celebrate being our year's anniversary.
I was there working with Sarah for the anniversary last year. Now I'm here working with Sarah this year. Who knows? What a difference a year makes,
exactly.
What a difference a year's make. Rosalind says, hilarious. I look forward to these lives on Facebook. Yes. So I think we've had a lot of fun this evening.
And I have to say as well, Joe, you know, all of us, I know Debbie's done them with you so far. She's had a blast. I've had a blast. By the looks of it, everyone else has had a blast.
And I'm having fun. And I think when we're having fun, you guys are having fun, which is the main thing.
Absolutely.
I don't think we can have too much more fun, though. I think we might have found a level with the fun. Any more, we might start to get a bit told off. We'll push it as far as we can, in the name of entertainment, of course. Jeffrey's very pleased with the picture that we managed to furnish him with as well, which is wonderful. There's been loads of deals in this show tonight. A lot of them are very, very busy, and what I'm going to do is take a moment to recap them all for you. So maybe time to grab a pen and paper. This is the Creator Card Stamp and Die collection that we've got here. $23.50 or $31.50. 5 options for you here. You've got the shirt, you've got the dress, you've got the teapot, you've got the cupcake, and you've got the bottles as well. So I really think there's something for everyone there in that collection. A lot of you are multi-ordering on that one as well, I can see. The dimensional favour boxes, very busy as they always are. 4 different options for you here. You've got the bonbon, the gift card, and the honeycomb, and the trinket box as well. $27.50 if you're in the UK, or £31.50 if you are in the US of A. That's saving a fifth as well. And don't forget, with Club Inspire, you could be getting even more discount off of everything that you purchase from us here at Crafters TV, the home, of course, of Crafters Companion. Don't forget, whilst you can comment along and join the conversation on Facebook, if you want to watch and shop at the same time, then you need to do that on the Crafters Companion website. So that's crafterscompanion.wherever-you-are.co.uk, .com or .eu. We're going to do a few more of Joe Wants to Know, and this one is from Liz Hughes. She says, lots to choose from in Northern Ireland. My favourite is County Tyrone style raffle. You buy a ticket which represents a square in a field. On the designated day, a cow is sent in the field. The first square that the cow poops in is the winner. The prize is the cow as well. So win a cow. I've just seen a very funny photo of me coming in over here in just a moment. Sue says that the Bognor Birdman Rally, where people try to fly off Bognor Pier, if they make a set distance, they win lots of money. The fancy dress ones are hilarious. They usually go straight down. We're going to have to see this picture because I can't concentrate until we get this out of the way. Matt is working his magic tonight here as well. Do you want to show them, Craig? There's a story behind this. So that is a picture from 2016. I didn't keep that, by the way. That was I had to shave my beard off for a job that I had, and when I shaved it, I just shaved it all off and just left this bit on. Who do I look like? It's a bit sort of Tom Selleck almost, isn't it? It meets Anchorman almost. Yes, so lovely. Let's do one more as well whilst we're here. Alice Martinez says the burning of Zozabra. Zozabra is a 50-foot high giant marionette effigy that is built and burned during the annual Fiesta de Santa Fe in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and marks the fiesta's start. As his name suggests, he embodies gloom. By burning him, people destroy the worries and troubles of the previous year in flames. So that was Joe Wants to Know for this week, talking about all of your local traditions and customs wherever you are. We have, however, picked a winner, and it was my favourite, and it is Liz Hughes from Northern Ireland. I just thought that was the most hilarious local custom that we heard about this week. Don't forget, of course, Joe Wants to Know will be back next week. Also, something that goes live on our social channels in the UK and the US after Monday Makers is Just Ask Joe. Is there anything you want to know? A burning question, whether it's crafty, whether it's a life dilemma, whether you want to ask me something random that results in us doing a challenge, we are absolutely game for any of these. Crafters Companion UK or US on the Facebook, and exactly the same on Instagram. You will see Just Ask Joe there. I look forward to answering all of your Just Ask Joes on Wednesday when I will be here with the lovely Debbie. What have you got planned for the rest of this week?
So I have got some stuff coming up that I need to get sorted for next week. might be myself and you as well.
Oh,
and
yes.
Then getting set up again for some shows coming up on Create and Craft.
So when are you
weeks.
Create and Craft over the next week or so? Do you know?
I am taking over from Debbie Fisher, who's going to be launching our new foil
That's
press
the
stamp and
second
dies.
blockbuster. So that's
It
a week
is.
on Thursday, isn't
So
it?
yeah, so she's going to be launching them. So I think I'm round about there the weekend. So not this weekend, but the next weekend. So keep an eye out on social media. All the actual days that I'm going to be on will be coming up. So yeah, I've got lots to get cracking on with, as well as more stuff for Germany with myself and Debbie as well. So yeah,
When are you back to
busy.
QVC Germany?
Debbie is going across this Wednesday.
Perfect.
Then she's back again next Wednesday with myself. And then she's back again the following week.
She has got. Our Debbie's got a busy week next week.
She's got a busy couple of weeks, yeah, certainly next week, that's for sure. Absolutely.
Most definitely.
So it's gonna be good.
Don't forget, I know I mentioned it a lot, but Crafters TV, our social channels, if you love the sort of backstage stuff, you know, the behind the
Yes.
scenes, sneak peeks, then you definitely want to go over there, follow our social channels. A brand new Crafters TV socials launched just today, so make sure you pop along there. Crafters Companion TV is where you need to go. Now, we're going to enjoy the end of the evening here in the UK, because we're off for a local customer of our own tonight, aren't
Yeah,
we?
one that I'd never even heard of until
I
today.
have been very excited about it. So in the northeast here, you have something called a parmo, which is basically like a kind of like a chicken schnitzel, like breaded chicken, like fried chicken, and then I think it has bechamel sauce, like cheese sauce, and then ham, and then grated cheese as well, and it's grilled. Is that right, producer Laura? Yeah, that's right. A lot of calories in that, but we will report back. I will let you know how we get on. Pop
You
over
never know,
onto our
they might be
Instagram
on our
stories.
Insta stories
I think it
later
will
on.
definitely be on our
Yes.
Insta stories a little later. Just reading some of your final comments here as well. Very nice, with and without the beard, Craig. By the way, love your shirt. Very stylish, says Tammy. Bernie says hi from Pennsylvania. Julie says, who doesn't want a cow? I couldn't agree more, Julie. Irene says, love the face, Joe. My husband walked by and said, now I know why you watch so many of those Facebook lives. Haha. I think she was insinuating that we were a couple of handsome men. Well, we are off for dinner. I hope if you're in the UK here, you enjoy the rest of your evening. If you're in the US, whether you're on the East Coast or the West Coast, I hope you have a brilliant day. Craig will be back here on Thursday. We'll be back here together next week.
Although, if you're here in the UK, I might be back on Wednesday.
Here in the UK.
Here in the UK.
Ooh.
There might
Oh, I
be-
think I know. Is there a
there
bit of
might-
education coming up, maybe? Is that Wednesday?
Oh, I don't know if I can say anything. And I might not be alone.
Oh, who might you be with?
A certain lady.
Ooh, who knows? Okay, very cryptic. Keep an eye on the social channels for that. It's so cryptic. I don't even know what's going on here. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, have a great day wherever you are. We'll see you. I'll be back in the meantime tomorrow with Debbie. We'll have the launch parties. Make sure you're joining us for that 4 p.m. in the UK or 11 a.m. if you are on the East Coast. But until then, stay well, and I'll see you back here soon. Take care.